Well guys, I am out in the woods, but I'm not metal detecting today. I'm at an old spot not too far from my home, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of something that I do this time of year, this springtime. Morel mushrooms come up, and those of you that have hunted them before know what I'm talking about, but I was going to show you some, so you guys that are down here in the east and it's just now getting warm enough for them to come up, what they look like. Well, right here is one. Trying to make sure I get it focused in there good. That is a morel mushroom. And that's a little small one. You can see by my finger, it's not a very big one. But that's a morel mushroom. And there's another one right over here. That's a gray one that we have around here. And right over here is another one. And it's a gray. And let's try and get the pull that. And you can see by the size of my thumb, it's not a big one, but it's a morel. And in my area where I'm at, this is a great big old walnut tree. Old walnut tree. And I find them around this tree every year. And a lot of different places that you go, birch trees, beech trees and stuff like that. We don't have them much anymore. Elm trees, our elms are gone. The elms, the weevils or whatever it is, the elm disease killed them. And we don't hardly have any elms anymore around here, but those are a good place. Apple trees are a good place to look for them. But right now, this time of year, they're starting to come up. And these are just little bitty ones, but I've got some big ones now. Up here, I'm going to keep going up through here and looking. I found some good sized ones up here in this field later on when they start coming up real good. This is the first ones I found this year. And today's Sunday, the 14th. Yeah, tomorrow's April 15th. I got to write a check to the IRS tomorrow. Anyway, just want to let you see what these look like. Do some investigating, see if it's something you might want to start looking at and picking. And all you got to do is, now the way I do it is I carry me a bag. This is a bag I carry. See, it's got holes in it. It's like for carrying laundry or something in. And what that does is when you pick these, I usually have a knife, but I don't have a knife with me today because I didn't even hardly expect to even find any. But you can cut them off way down here at the base. Down here at the base, and these you can just pinch that off if you want to. I'll do that. I'll pinch that bottom off. Now that right there is a good eating size. You fry that up. But anyway, the way I carry them is I have my bag, and I just drop them in my bag there. And then what that does is you see the morel inside there. What that does is that lets those spores, as you're carrying them, and depending on how long you carry them, it lets the spores that they have, that they reproduce by, lets them go out, and you can, you don't kill it off. You've got more coming up the next year if you spread those spores around. So anyway, and then you fry these up, fry them up with a little flour, and they are really good. They're one of the best tasting fried mushrooms you've ever tried. They make them in all kinds of ways. You can bake them, and you can stuff them with stuff, and all kinds of different things. There's different ways of cooking them, and you can look at all up and try them for yourself. But that right there is a good eating size. You don't even have to, you just wash it out when you get back. See, it's hollow inside. And I run water in there, and you can run them, soak them in a little salt water overnight, or some of them soak them overnight, some of them soak them for just a couple hours. What that salt water is going to do is get those bugs out of there. There's bugs up in there living, and that'll get you bugs out of there and keep them clean for you. But just wash them off. Put some flour on that and throw them in a frying pan or a deep fryer. That's good eating. All right, let's see if we can find any more. All right, we'll get back with you. All right, now just above this old walnut, I found them other ones right about there, I guess. And right up here is a tan one. See how the color's different? This is a blonde or tan, whatever you want to call it. They get a little bigger. This one's not very big. You see by my thumb, it's not a big one at all. But that's as mature as it's going to get. It's not crooked. It's totally up. But you can see it's a small one. It's nothing to brag about, but it's good eating. I mean, it's a good eating size. But that's kind of a tan one. And I'll show these. I'll lay them out if I find different ones. And then these get bigger. I've seen, like I said, I've had these as big as my hand. So that'll tell you how huge they get. And I found them right up here as big as my hand, which they're monstrous. Anyway, that's a tan one. We'll keep looking, see if we can find any others. Usually grays and tans is all I have here, and I know there's some that's black, kind of a black looking, real dark gray. I've not found many of those here. It's usually gray or tan. So, all right, we'll keep looking and get back with you if you get any more.